everyone, and welcome to Dental Diaries.
I'm Miranda.
And I'm Mira.
And today we're going to be covering a toothicure topic. And if you forgot, toothicure is anything that has to do with the aesthetic maintenance of your smile. And today we're going to be talking about staining. So what many people don't know about staining is that there are two kinds of staining that can be visible on teeth. Intrinsic staining is staining that occurs below the surface of the tooth. This type of staining occurs in the pulp of the tooth. Most common intrinsic staining is from different shades in the dentine.
And extrinsic staining is a discoloration of outer layer of the tooth, more specifically the enamel.
Most common staining is extrinsic, but intrinsic staining occurs for several different reasons. Too much fluoride as a child. This typically happens when children have fluoride in their toothpaste instead of just getting it at the dentist's office. Extra fluoride while their teeth develop causes staining if they ingest too much through water and toothpaste. Another cause is when a mother has taken tetracycline antibiotics during the second half of a pregnancy. Use of specific antibiotics when you were younger, or a trauma when you were a young child while your teeth were coming in. Genetics play a major role in the inner composition and color of the tooth, so varying colors of individuals' teeth typically has to do with their genes. There are options that reduce intrinsic staining of your teeth, so ask your dentist what options you have.
Extrinsic staining is more easily avoidable than intrinsic staining. Most often food is a cause of discoloration. So let's see what foods to avoid to prevent staining. Acidic foods like pasta sauce, berries, curries, balsamic vinegar, beets, soy sauce, even wine. I love wine.
You do.
Coffee and tea, hot sauce. Most strongly colored foods which contribute to staining are rich in chromogens. Chromogens are highly pigmented molecules that attach and stain the enamel.
Tannins, another compound found in foods, aid chromogen's ability to latch itself on your tooth's enamel and further increase the staining of your teeth.
Along with those compounds, the acid in the food softens the enamel. The acid allows the enamel to soften and the pigment molecules to attach easier.
To prevent staining, we have some helpful tips that will reduce the amount of staining that you have been seeing.
Add milk to your coffee. The proteins in the milk help neutralize the acids in the coffee. This is most beneficial with animal products, and the proteins in the plant-based milk are not typically as effective. However, anything to remove the harshness of the acid in the coffee can help. Also, use a paper straw when you drink. Eat raw or crunchy vegetables throughout the day. The friction acts as a cleaning mechanism. Fluoride treatment helps strengthen the enamel, making them less susceptible to staining. Regular brushing and flossing is one of the most important preventive techniques after you eat or drink this acidic foods.
As you get older, extrinsic and intrinsic staining becomes more noticeable.
As you age, your enamel gets thinner and the yellow dentin of your tooth begins to show through.
An increased exposure to foods that are more prone to staining throughout the years further enhance the issue.
There are many available whitening options that can help with both intrinsic and extrinsic staining that can get you the whiter smile that you desire as you age, and you may continue to enjoy your morning cup of coffee or wine.
So do not hesitate to ask your dentist about all of the options that are available to you.
Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you have learned a little bit more on how to take your smile brighter.
Join us next time on Dental Diaries when we cover laser.
Thank you guys. Bye.